Rightio, we are back. I'm almost dead, falling off the mountain a little bit hard. And yes, I've done like a 5 minute session of fiddling, and that's it since the last episode, which I know is a bit boring. But we do have stuff to do. So, the previous technological advancements, if I can't even say the word right, but we'll carry on like nothing happened. We've got the smelter in place, he's making copper galore, or should be. You're currently placing the fact that I've placed that down. We'll leave that free. Then we have our woodcutter now cutting wood and firewood and such. And he's finally touched up the wood, or is he's working on it. He's getting there. Should have plenty of logs. We have clay coming in, and we have copper coming in, which is due to the fact the mine, they call it a mine, is working overtime as well. Because we've got stone miner, copper, clay. Simple. Little bit of mining. Nothing's happened topside, because, you know, I haven't got that many blocks to mess around with, especially stone. We're in the early stage. I'm basically twiddling my thumbs. And the only thing we unlocked next is the wheat farmer. Which then potentially would require some thought of how we want to work this out. Because ideally I want berry farmers on the terrace on the castle, because berry farmers don't actually require that much space particularly. And in some sense, they only need to be what? Let's do a bit of brain math here, and 9 blocks long. And you've maxed out a farm you can get. And really, 3 blocks wide. So these are just inefficient, I just made max size anyway. But anyway, we've also touched up the house construction. I shall endeavour to add one more bed. And then a wheat farm. And there we go. We can then accidentally meant to go a bit higher than that, but we'll grab a human for that. And we'll go down and we'll grab some dirt. And quickly as we can, fill in the farm. And there we go, that's the wheat field. I did kind of mess up a touch, but no. It's installed. It's simple enough. And yes, so we've got wood coming in, berries, which should be making meals. I've added one more wheat farmer, and hopefully that could counteract the fact of that. Mud bricks, which is a nice block we can start working with. And all this technology, right? Mud bricks, which I presume is a craftable in the system, which is nice. We are just about doing meh on food, so really I need to start building up a nice stockpile so then I can start, balancing out things and such. There goes the wheat farmer, I believe. Or berry farmer, probably. So, simple enough. Since we're now at the wheat stage of things, because that's what we can place down as a job. And the little house down there. Suppose we can get back to construction and such. Probably don't go any further than that. Since I don't have the stone to replace the stone block, I'll leave going to OT into the mountain side of things. So quite simply we shall give ourselves a bit more of a breathing room into the mine, and I do believe I might have gone a touch too far. And the answer is not far enough. Felt like it. There we go. We've worked upon mine expansion, so that should give us a nice little area to then start working our way around. Which is nice. Very nice. And there we go. Right, let's install some knowledge. Is that the... Yes, that is the ability to have mud bricks. We shall have a nice steady 2000. And it isn't really pertinent for it, so until we have infinite copper, looking for our supply of copper, we can keep these lot working on that. So really what we need while they slowly build it back up its strength for the merchant hut. And yeah, that's that. And yeah, so merchant hub, which doesn't have a use yet really, so it's not particularly much needed in the water supply, which then does watery things and buckets and clay and more stuff to sell in the shop, so which is like the early merchant side of things. So when do we get to stone is a question I need to remember. Unavailable. Water pumping and porridge. Is, if I'm not mistaken, Stonesman. There we go. Which requires Alt Taylor. Which allows that. Which appears randomly. So yes, we will have to wait until we get the stonesman, until we get enough stones to really have any. Because I know the mud bricks are nice, but not particularly what you want for a snowy castle. They're a bit too warm colouring, but they'd be nice down there. So I'll probably use them as paths if need be. If I want to dance down that way, but really not critical for the. We've got a fair bit to go before we. I'm going to say we're quite happy on the old production side of things. I think while we are waiting, let's try and build up some of the technological stuff for the sciences. Aha, the merchant hub unlocks all this. Lovely. So we have to wait for that to be built, put that in the merchant hub. We shall create a bit more of a early stage workshop area. And we'll try not to breach the mountain while we're at it. So hopefully we can just about get on by, and then we get the ability to use stone to then build up this building on the mountain a bit better, the castle, or the fortress, or whatever it's going to be called, whatever the hell I build, the palace, for all I know. So that is the aim currently. We're going to squeeze on by, and hopefully, do you mind? Hopefully don't starve out our peoples. We should just about squeeze on by the berries if we're not going to lose more. And then, because the wheat, which is gruel, which may require I'll mull with that for now, but and I need you to stop making more copper. So in some sense, I need more copper to feed the tool guy. I need the wheat to come in, so yes, which is a... So currently we're biding time until the wheat comes in to make some gruel to then hopefully survive. And start gaining a stockpile, because the gruel should go before the berries do. The berries should build up and then... Hopefully... we can build up a stockpile, because we need really... enough food to comfortably start taking some risk of expansion. Because I need more... probably more woodcutters if I have more furnaces and more toolsmiths to make the wheat gruel. If it makes sense. But you do know, it is what it is. And we're just doing a nice square cutout. Nice and square. It's all getting cutting. And nothing. What's going up? Clay's going up. What's going up? Yeah, okay, we're doing alright. We are a little bit low on some of this stuff, but yep, this is a little bit there. Boing. We get some stone bits because they probably be used up. And now you've made the job order block, which creates more jobs, which is the next stage past the tinkering bench, which is fun. I'll quickly finish this block off and then we'll do the rest of the expansion off camera if need be. Because some of the more mundane stuff is not exactly photogenic, now, is it? I was wondering how far back off I was. Oop, don't open chat, there we go. And we shall quickly... Because I kind of do want to have, I don't know, like last time I had one house full of everything, which was kind of a complete mess. Beds, chilling. But I kind of want to get just enough of a mess in here to then build everything else I need. Which then may have a supply chain issue of the fact that I'll be using supplies quicker than I can make them. But then I want to be able to transfer out of here, then into the building upstairs, which would be the castle, the fortress, the palace, whatever it generally would look like. I don't know. I sort of go with the flow a bit. And hopefully you're going to get harvest this day. Maybe last thing I'll check before I cut off the episode of you watching me doing some boring stuff. It's a little bit mundane to watch. I mean, to fair, Colony Survival is pretty much you having slaves to do what you want. Well, I say slaves. They can die if they wish. They can starve themselves if they do not wish. If they do not wish to work. Anyway. Well, there's a colony, you are king, you are ruler, you are supreme thing. You do as I say. I was gonna say, they're still walking about, are they? Here's Wheatfield. I wonder if you have collected... or you decided not to plant at all. But I have realised one slight error of my efficiency I'm gonna decide to do now. We shall voila! So now we shall have a crate over here just in case I need an overspill crate. And enough crates along here so you generally don't have too much walking about for the colonists. So this should now hopefully improve efficiency. And I shouldn't need to place any more crates around for anything critical for a while now. And I should be able to build them up before I need to again. Which is lovely. So, on that lack of a bombshell, we shall end it today, I guess. So, yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed. I might need to quickly rename the second episode because I realise it hasn't particularly... I think everyone's pretty much not seen that, which is funny. Not doing too well, but I think I'll probably, if I remember to name it, it might then, do the magic and actually work in the system of that is YouTube. So, fun times ahead. And yes, so with a little bit of bore. Like I said, the first two episodes are kind of like, there isn't too much to parade around. Complete that technology. We should get us that and that, which is just taking supplies, so constantly losing supply chain and grabbing up supplies. So really, it's potentially let it fill up, and then when it starts running out of items, I can start moving forward in technology. They might have to streamline. What do you need? You need... Yeah, so that's quite easy. I just need to collect some food. And your decorative. As well, fence. And then we can get doors and such. Yes, so this requires roofing, which requires stonemason. So stonemason, roofs. Then you get signs. You get classical architecture, which requires the bronzes. Which requires, yeah, so... And a flower box. Which, yes, basically we're going to have to... As long as you get... Even though doors and windows are nice, they're not actually critical for the main structure. We really just need the stonemason, and then I can start... Or I should say I need to beeline the stonemason if I want to start making efficient progress on the build. And finally, you can stop planning. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and yeah. I touched slow, but you should generally get the idea of how, without... what's it called them? Well, what am I rambling about now, James? I don't know. Right, without food, it's kind of like hesitant, but we need a stockpile of food, so you kind of get the idea. What I'm trying to go for, which is a strong economy. Ugh. So these normally take about 3-ish days. I think it's a little bit too. So most of these are almost grown, so that should be our first import of wheat. And like I said, we're just about holding over. Like I said, I should stop getting pretty much 100% better efficiency on the berries, because guess what? He runs the box, he drops off a box, it goes in, and they make meals occasionally. While I turn the berries into meals like now. Which they run to box, they put in box. And I should have a bit more wood increase, so that shouldn't be too scary for the amount of wood we could be using for the firewood and the miners could be even more efficient, but that's a waste of crates. Also a bit of a hazard when you start filling up the mining floor, so you know. I do not skimp on food production is what I'm saying. That is not the, that's how I did so well last time. That is the aim. So hopefully we survive on that, so I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the one next time. I always say cheerio, which is weird, because that's food. How do I say cheerio? It became a habit. Anyway, see you next one. Cheerio. No, don't say cheerio. Why do I say cheerio as a habit? Ah, God. Well, see you next one. Cheerio. Oh, my God. Ah, fuck. Trying to break the habit here. I need to listen to the song first, I presume. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. See you next one. Goodbye.